Hey everyone, welcome to the Surprise Monday stream. It's Master Fran here, Ryan Francis at the Master Fran Art stream, and basically I'm just gonna be streaming again with, just doing some cleanup, and it'll probably be a shorter one because, well, thought about this impromptu. This is a very impromptu stream. I didn't even plan that I was gonna stream tonight. Usually I stream on Mondays, or usually I stream on Monday or Wednesdays, but I've kind of just been feeling like crap tonight, and I just want to do some drawing. Well, I wanted to do a little bit of drawing, and at first I was gonna do it in silence and just hole up and be a little sad and stuff like that, but I guess I just want the content. But I'm gonna be at least working on this as I do. But yeah, thanks for stopping by stream, and enjoy the Pizza Tower music. Oh, there's other indie game music in this playlist, but I'm just enjoying this Pizza Tower music. So right now, I am currently continuing work on this Magic the Gathering painting, and basically I'm just getting all the rendering stuff done. I should probably save another version because I usually need to do that. I've gone on, I think, 20 different renders. So, several different saves, several different renders, and I'm doing my best to not, be as self-conscious about how many saves and how long it takes me to do this. I've been alright so far. My weekend's been alright, doing pretty decently. I was recently at a comics event in Chicago, and that was pretty cool. Got to meet some well-to-do artists who do incredible work. I love that. And, well, I'd love to do that myself, but now that I need to figure out my own stuff, as you know. But, that's neither here nor there. I'll have my place one day. It's just a matter of just keeping at your stuff. And one giant thing that I've been trying to keep my head up in the air and stay in a positive manner and try to just not fall into despair too hard. I don't know. I just hit this and then rock this airbrush here. Push the brightness. Push the brightness a little bit more. I'm sure I've lost track of how my lighting's actually supposed to look now. I've gotten so many layers that this doesn't even matter. But yeah, kind of just doing a 8-bit render of how this dragon looks compared to this dragon, and just doing my best to butts about. I could easily do some things like push the eyes some more. Oh, I know what's up. Yeah, sometimes I will have weird layer situations, and I'll have no idea what to really do with them until I do something with them. And I actually kind of just don't mind no one watching the stream, because you know, it's nice and peaceful. I think this is more a peaceful time for me. I'd like to just focus on the drawing, and that's about it. Focus on the drawing and getting a small win. I think whenever I'm drawing, and whenever I'm getting weirdly existential, I think I gotta draw in order to make sure that I don't, I guess, spiral into catastrophic thinking, and make sure to actually work on tangible goals. Like, think about the reality of what you can do as opposed to focusing on what you currently can't do right now. So I've been feeling a little bothered overall, like with all the you know, just feeling like, oh, I'm working on this stuff, I'm not really being original, especially with like Black Mass and writing Black Mass, figuring out, alright, getting in the basic screen scripts, getting in that. Plus I'm working on just getting myself to kind of just wonder, I just want to do this one like direction, but I feel like, oh, this direction might kind of be confusing. Would this direction be confusing? I don't know. I'd have to write it down. I've been trying to get out of my own head with that, because it's easy to feel like you're being over dramatic and okay, kind of like trying to figure out the lighting here. Yeah, sometimes you'll feel like what you're currently working on is incorrect, and you need to have a bit more personal faith in your work in order to be able to make this work. And I want to change you to like maybe a redder. Yeah, that'll work. Or maybe I'll just scrap the eyes. The eyes are kind of useless, because all I really need to do is just make these eyes glow. That's more than enough, honestly. Yeah, and sometimes I'm probably just in my head and overthinking this stuff. It's been I'm trying to get myself out of make comic book over make a video game, because I think my weird headspace thing is I don't want to make a story that you could just press through. I think that's kind of just the one thing that's kind of just getting my goat, is kind of, maybe I'm like thinking this story's too self-important, because it's just a story about a raccoon treasure hunting. Like, I need to get out of my head and kind of just get into the core of just realizing this is just a dude treasure hunting, and the appeal is the video game. And that's the big core hook of it all. You know, like add some highlights here. Why not? Okay, figure out like where the light goes, and then I can there we are. Why is... I want a nib. Yeah, well. Figuring that out. But overall, kind of just get myself more in the habit of just writing for writing's sake, simply. And getting out of my own way of doing that. And trying to get myself to not be as ridiculously possessive, because that's also another thing that might be hindering me, is just I'm being ridiculously perfectionistic because I'm being possessive. And I want to live up to this weird hype of making a video game. Everyone's happy for me, and I don't want to let them down. And I want to live up to it. And, you know, there's only so much I can really control. Like, Adam's basically in charge of the game aspect itself. And, you know, he basically just has... He knows what he needs to do. And, you know, we can meet up together, and that's basically how that goes. So, I mean, if push comes to shove, I can always just, you know, let Adam know, hey, let's have a team meeting or something like that. Usually he'll not be able to schedule it because he is, you know, he's on vampire time. Like, whenever he's awake, I'm asleep, and whenever I'm awake, he's asleep, so it's a bit difficult to, like, get the scheduling going, but I think as long as we, like, do this stuff far in advance, we're able to do it. So, you know, we can do our best. It's just getting that going. I think I should probably, like, talk a little bit about what our big notable, or at least my current project list. I'll probably just say that. So, personally, I am currently I'm still in the process of working on the giant bear enemy and tightening the animation up with that. Because that's been there, and I've been interested in just figuring that out. I think I'm done with this track. Fuck it, I'll let it go. We're done. And so far, I have a bunch of other pixel art stuff that I think I've been juggling too many pixel art things, and I need to buckle down on one singular pixel art task I need to do, because I have a bunch of, like, alternate character animations that I want to do, and they're actually not needed. Like, it's just a bunch of NPCs, but I'm chomping at the bit to just make more animal characters. Strawberry Girl. Like, I keep making more concept art than I can elaborate on. And I've come back to this realization that I'm falling back into this bad habit of working on more concept art instead of just working at elaborating on these, like, characters with their lore and things like that. It's kind of like, yeah, you have all these character designs, but what's their story? And I don't elaborate as much as I need to, other than a vague idea of what I'm interested in tackling. Because there's a few... crap, did I paint on the... Shit. Honestly, I could just keep on painting, but I'm still in this weird thought of, you know, if I mess up the line art things just end up as going south in the future, I'm gonna be kicking myself. Even though technically I could just paint over this shit. Yeah, the lighting direction should be in again, so yeah. In. There we are. I keep feeling like it should at least tilt a little pinker. This will work. Now just use the blending of this. If I was painting, this would be a, I think a burnt umber. I would work with that. I combine a burnt umber with maybe a, what's the crimson called? Something crimson, I think. I don't remember my painting because it's been so long since I actually physically painted on a canvas. And what's happening? Okay, I'm like, what the shit? Now, sometimes the tech stuff can just be a pain to keister, so that can sometimes just get me a little miffed. But overall, this should be half decent. The eyelash just a wee bit more. Probably push this down. More round? Yes, more round. Could just do this. And then add like a push this up. Actually no, if it's on the ears it'll probably be a little redder. But not as red. Wee bit of blend. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going nuts. Alright, figuring out the skin's always a tough aspect to it because, you know, it's skin, basically. So I'm gonna let this go. Just spit out my gum. Probably getting real annoyed with the gum smacking, so I'm gonna cool it. I really should play La Mulana again. I really should like play my Steam catalog a little bit more. I actually like took some time to check some Steam games I recently bought because of the summer sale, and yeah, some of them could run. Sorry, some of them can run. Some of them, well, have to have their settings adjusted. I recently purchased Blue Fire because that's pretty interesting. It's a 3D platformer, and There aren't many indie 3D platformers, and I've always been interested in how indies like tackle indie platformers. Blue Fire takes a lot from Dark Souls, but honestly, I think this is the era of just indie games love Dark Souls, so everyone wants to just make more Dark Souls. So I'm not gonna shit on them for making art that, making art that they actually really like doing, or even like a game that they actually like doing. Like, who am I to judge? Ain't their dad. But yeah, I mean, I can clearly see the Dark Souls influence in Blue Fire. It's kind of funny, I still haven't played Dark Souls. I own the game. I think I have the Prepare to Die edition. I don't think I have a remastered edition. I know I have the Prepare to Die edition. I've gotten up to Firelink Shrine, so I'm still in the far beginning. And overall, I know a whole lot of fuck all about Dark Souls, really. I mean, I could check out the Vadi Vidya stuff, I suppose, but I probably wouldn't even get it unless I play the game. And this girl was supposed to have nails, right? She was supposed to have nails. Did I put nails in the other spots? Oh, she has nails. Okay. That counts. She counts, she has nails, so I gotta add nails. Yeah, takes me 5 seconds, but it's weird that I... Yeah, it's a complete thing. I shouldn't be going so much into the detail with this, because again, this is supposed to be just a simple color job, nothing extreme. Because she's supposed to be far away overall, like she's supposed to be far in the background, so I shouldn't be emphasizing so much detail compared to her. So you could probably figure out how to add less detail to this character, because they're kind of taking up the spot. Like, I feel like she's over-rendered, taking away attention from this picture. Though, then again, I still need to get through this. Like, let's get to it. That would be smart of me. Yeah. I don't even think she has like a candy nail color. If she does, I mean, is anyone really going to look at that deep? Then they probably are, because that's how it goes. When you half-ass a drawing when you're tired, it'll reflect on the rest of your work. So you shouldn't be completely half-assing it all if you can get away with it, because you know, if you half-ass one thing, you'll end up just half-assing the rest. Then you'll just have a giant... You'll just have a giant body of work that you half-assed and not really done a lot with. But maybe I'm overthinking. And the Concept Craig brush is my clutch. Holy cow. It's good. I like how it blends overall. It feels good to blend with this brush compared to all the other brushes I have. I feel like the colors on this going, because it's like red to indigo just looks slightly dull. Like, what could make this slightly better? Maybe just go full out. Indigo. Still looks dull. Or maybe the armor just looks dull. I just need to maybe bolster the saturation just a bit. Alright, so zoom out, push the saturation just a little bit more. So the colors look interesting. And I realizing that I'm not like looking at my reference, but I think right now I'm pushing myself to kind of think about the overall picture, because basically this is an amalgamation of the entire composition. He's actually missing an undersleeve shirt. I fucked up. I come to it. I have an explanation. A three dead pigeons are stored behind the door. Yeah. A lot of my indie games, I actually don't even know if I'll get copyright struck for some of them, because sometimes I get a copyright alert on them, other times I don't. Violet indigo color. Looks good. Okay, push that down. Then get the armor. Get the basic like armor shine here. Also lighten you, but readjust the hue so you know it looks like the colors are away. This looks slightly better. Okay. A slight shine here. Indicate a wee bit of dip in the armor. Use this to a bit of bounce light here. Yeah. And it kind of looks a little too hard, like it doesn't blend. I need a softer gradient here. You're seeing me just ponder. I'm just being real messy right now. I'm gonna like push you. Push this here, push this down. I realize I should probably have my references open. But I think for now I'm kind of just in... Try to just render. Maybe Wednesday I'll get back to this and work on this a little bit more. It's currently 9 a.m. Been streaming for 30 minutes. I'll stream for 30 more minutes. Yeah. Try to stay loose. Or as loose as I can possibly get myself. Because again, she's supposed to be remotely like not the focus overall. Like, she's supposed to be there, but it's supposed to be here. Buenas. I don't speak Spanish, but you can watch. My Spanish is rudimentary. It's kind of awful. It's awful. It's not good at all. And by not good, I mean I've not really spoken Spanish. Yeah, thanks for stopping by the stream anyway. That's a gracias. I'm so sorry. I apologize for not doing this as correct as I'd like. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, this stream's a little different compared to my other streams because I usually stream on Wednesdays, but I kind of just felt compelled to stream this Monday, so I can't say with confidence that this is going to be a regular thing, but I'll try my best to, probably be a little bit more informative of my impulse streams. Ah, yes, you did, didn't you? Have you checked out Control Paint at all? And have you done anything with it? Okay, you're good. This actually could be darker. Put you there. Put you there, that should be good. Push this down, push the blues in. Push that shadow down. More shadow. Because the hair is the darkest part of the human body overall. Like whenever you're shading in the human body, just with pencil and graphite or charcoal or anything like that, usually the hair is going to be where you're going to have most of the dark spots, like the darkest areas of your shading. So that's a nice rule of thumb when it comes to just doing hair. Even blonde hair, a little bit. Like when blonde hair is hitting the light, it's still overall darkest on the body. So that's kind of just how that goes as well. Obviously, it's not as much as, other dark hair. But whenever it's shaded, it's like that. And this could actually go even further darker. But we're not going to... We're just going to do enough to... just contrasts you further down. I think tonight I've just been just force myself to just stay in flow and not be so perfectionist tonight. Try to get yourself in a more relaxed state and not think about how much you're messing up. Because I think that's the key to flow, is trying to make sure that you can just relax. Because if you can get yourself in that flow state quickly, or at least make sure you can meditate, you'll be able to beat your, your self-critique, like your inner critic, just enough to stay productive in what you need to work on. And not even just simply doing good art, but getting finished art and getting it done. Because that can be, you can spend a lot of time feeling like you can't do crap, and that can really mess with you hard. And whenever you get into a funk, that's where all the art blocks and the art funks and doubting your own work can come from, is losing that perspective of what you're doing, losing perspective of your personal flow, that kind of thing. And you can easily just feel like you're not doing good work. And it's not a matter of just doing good work. It's more a matter of just doing the work. If you can make yourself I'll say fine with the process. I was gonna say happy with the process, but I'm not gonna be forcing like ridiculous salesman positivity to this. But if you can make yourself okay with your process, you'll be one step closer to getting. It should be yellower. They'll be one step closer to making sure that you're able to. I could probably make a highlight layer instead. I'm so sorry. I keep interrupting myself. What was I saying? Oh yes, staying motivated, staying willing to, stay positive and keep yourself fine with making art. Push this lighter. There we are. Go lighter. Now, get the little hair strands in. Little hair shine. Yeah, because lighting's coming top down. Yes, top in. So more of the light should be closer to her face. And I'll put a little faint light here to indicate that there's a little bit of light going to her hair. Not a lot of light, but it's not completely covered. Like use the purples to just blend better. Okay. Go as white as possible. Don't immediately use white. Like, wait for white as the absolute last resort of the toppest high highlight. Like, you want to save the color white for your absolute lightest light source. Because once you go all the way white, it's difficult to go down from white. So, you gotta be careful with that. Yeah, most artists are going to say don't use white when you're shading, but that's more of a, well, actually no, it is a good general tip. It just, whenever artists say that, they say it more as an absolute thing and not, they don't think about the exceptions. And that's kind of the thing with a lot of art advice, is a lot of it can seem more like absolute rules more than making room for certain kinds of exceptions and things like that. Obviously, every tool has its own use. There's a right tool for each occasion, right tool for the job, and all that stuff. So, just like colors, white has its place. White is the absolute highest light, and you don't want to have it too bright, because otherwise it'll look more metallic than anything, and you want the hair shiny, but you don't want it to be completely overwhelming. Like, this is the correct amount of rendering, so I'm gonna let this go and focus on getting the eyes highlighted here. And like other eyes, I usually start bottom top, because usually that's where the shading of the eye, while the brow line is covering the eye, pupil and things like that. So this half and half thing, it's from anime. You'll see a lot of anime art do this stuff. And this is basically me doing this, and kind of just paying attention to the light source here. And if you're looking at this, and I'm eye-topping right here, but notice that this is actually not all white, it's actually an off-white. But if you crank this all the way up, you can actually see the difference in the white. So that's why I would recommend, you know, you don't immediately go white, you go like incremental with the whites. Because once you use off-white, that's the lightest of your white, but you'll still have a little bit of white to shine. So that's a nice way to make things work. And that's basically, I'd say this is color psychology, kind of, because basically you're seeing color relationships. Because the skin is darker than this color, like because this color is lighter than the skin color, it actually looks lighter than if it was actually put like in a gray tone. Like if you put this on a gray swatch, it would look pretty light. But if you probably like surrounded this with a similar color, like say pink or something, maybe that'll work. If you surround it with its own color, it would actually look much duller. And if you use an even brighter color, like if you use white to surround it, it actually looks much darker. So that's kind of just one of those weird tricks of the eye. And this isn't even just a screen thing. This is a basic colors are bananas, and it's a miracle that we can all see these colors, because colors are weird, and we live on a weird planet as a weird species that can see light patterns. Alright, enough existential horseshit for one night. Though I will say that the eyes aren't as dark as I need them to be. Now, I could do this, or I could go back to my flat colors here and just readjust the luminosity, push saturation down, they like push the hue, made a reddish. No, blue's more than enough. One thing that I don't like about Clip Studio Paint compared to Photoshop is this hue saturation slider thing doesn't have the color spectrum thing. So I'm sort of flying blind when I want to adjust the color so it'd be closer to blue than yellow or things like that. Photoshop has this like actual color spectrum in their hue saturation luminosity slider. With saturation luminosity, it's literally more gray, more white, and wait, actually no. For saturation, it'd be more gray, more color, and then luminosity, it's more black and more white here. So that's easier to remember. But with hue, I don't remember as much, because I think yellow's actually here. You know what? They actually have it here. Like right here, you have the sliders here. So I don't know why I can't do the slider, you know, when you have the menu open. But I mean, overall, it's the same idea. I guess it's Clip Studio Paint's weird foibles. And I should save because the music stopped. I don't know why the music stopped when I have like a 35-hour playlist. I don't know why it does that. You know what? Sod. I'll like swap the playlist. Now, why is everything on the other side? All right. That's not bad. All right, back to work. And that'll work. And maybe I'll highlight the tongue just a wee bit. Get the tongue block in. Show that it acknowledges light. Like one more. A little like moisture shine. More than enough. Then we'll do some face lights here. Crapola. Okay. Once again, I paint on the same layer, which means I've probably been doing that for the past hour or so, haven't I? Yep. You know what? I'll let it go. Push you to be... Okay. This ain't working. Higher. Alright. More contrast. Okay. I like to show the pudgy cheeks a little bit, and that's how you do. Do like some. Like, no, that ain't working. Yeah, you know what? Let's ignore the forehead. Nose is more than enough. My nose is more than enough. And crank the off-white just a wee bit. And since I have a, with the pen pressure, I'm not immediately crushing it with white. That's been pretty nice. I've been able to keep myself from getting too bored. It's weird with this red. On the one hand, I like this red in between to it. Like it looks nice and painterly. Okay. I think I can start work on this strawberry a little bit. You know, if this tempo was faster, it would match the NES version of Contra stuff. Like, I wonder if I could increase the tempo of this. Let's see. Audio. Can I don't know. Can I like speed it up maybe? Speed up the tempo. Effects. Let's see. This is gonna be real stupid. Subtitles. Compressor. I shouldn't mess with this. I'm just being crazy. Anywho, back to the strawberry. And the one thing that's cool about strawberry is like strawberries are overall shiny, so I could start with something real dark and work off of that. That's been pretty good. That's good. I could probably do this with the rest of the strawberries too. Let's see. Inside. Man, it sucks that Cyclops was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah, well. That is one of those things. I hear they can mod Marvel vs. Capcom 3 now, or at least they can mod the PC version of it. That makes sense, you know, since the game's super dead. So, well, it's not super dead, it's just, you know, they're not making another Marvel vs. Capcom. I liked watching the games. It looked good. Okay. Actually, no. Well, I'll show the actual contrast, like going away and stuff. Okay. I know, say, strawberry is kind of just in a bad spot here. I could probably overcolor this, couldn't I? No one's even gonna notice this detail. And no one's gonna notice its detail. I guess I might notice the detail. And that sense of things going behind each other. That should work. 9:30. I think I might let this go soon. Yeah, again, this is a shorter stream because I've never really like let anyone know that I was streaming today. I was kind of like, you know what, let's just wing it. And that's what I'm doing. It's not that satisfying, but I'll still archive this stream. So, I still have my YouTube channel to archive the stream, so, you know, even if they miss it, I will have basically an extra bonus stream. And they'll be like, oh wow, Ryan streamed again? Yes, Ryan streamed once again, because he was feeling a little sorry for himself and he just needed to just make a tiny win. And that's what it's all about, really. Just making sure that you can make tiny wins and not be crushed too hard by despair. There we are. Nice little tiny touch. They'd probably be a harder contrast here. Alright, looking pretty decent. It would work on the demon, but I'm kind of just like, you know what? I got stuff done. Or at least I'm making things done. I'll show my progress on it later. I think I'll just wrap for this now. Save. I'll just wrap for now. Yeah, again, this was a shorter stream, so sorry for basically an hour-long stream. Anywho, I think I'll just wrap for now. Thanks for stopping by, and you know what? Let's see if there's someone we can raid just for the hell of it. See if there's like who's streaming right now. No one's streaming tonight. I guess unless you want to watch Bob Ross, 24/7 Bob Ross. You know where Bob Ross is. Can't miss him. Yeah, well, I'll just wrap for now. Anyway, thanks for visiting. And I'll see you all next time.
Three days later.
Okay, hopefully this works. Hello everyone, and welcome to the art stream. It's me, Ryan Francis, here at the Master Fan Art Stream once again. It's a nice Thursday afternoon. I'm back from work and back from dealing with a weird tech hiccup, I suppose. Yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties getting the stream going. I guess it might be the day or something or other. My little Wi-Fi USB plugs are really hot. But I'm gonna hopefully be able to make this good. And if push comes to shove, I'll make this a shorter stream, I suppose. But yeah, welcome to the art stream. It's me, and I'm here tonight to get to work on a whole bunch of art stuff here. And if I hide my webcam here, you can see that I have a giant illustration going here. So, for those, I suppose, super fans who know, or at least follow a stream or had their notifications on, I actually streamed on Monday, and it was mostly me seeing if I could render this character real fast, and it was initially like me starting. I was sort of bored. Well, not bored, but kind of just dejected one night, and I figured I'd just do some drawing tonight and see what actual stuff I can do. And I mean, that was alright. I had enough to work on this one, and I was mostly it. I didn't really push myself past just this character. So right now I have just this demon lady left. What's her name again? It's another Magic the Gathering card here. What's she called? Oh, it's in freaking an alternate language. Oh, it's like a Magic the Gathering language or something like that. But I have references. It's basically this character here. Yeah, this is the card, and she's a big old centipede lady. And I've made her small and cute because that's what this entire illustration is. Just a nice, small, cutesy little giant illustration here. I'm gonna do my best to just get as much done today, because I feel like I'm in this home stretch of this illustration, because all I really need to get done right now is shade this lady. She should be good. Probably refine the center girl just a bit more. And probably add some more accessories to the pastries, add some sprinkles, add cream filling, and do a few like atmospheric adjustments, like have my signature blend in just a little bit more. I mean, as cool as I like making sure I get credits, I mean, I don't want to be completely invasive, so I'm doing that, and just waxing poetic about just how my day's been. Currently, I am playing a bunch of arcade game music, and most of that is me kind of just, not really playing a bunch of, playing a bunch of video game music overall. And I could say that I haven't been listening to my Bandcamp tracks that much. Come on. Okay. Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay. I'm still in Procreate mode. Well, actually not Procreate mode, but Photoshop mode, where I think I have Eraser on Photoshop. I'm not 100% sure, but long story short, I have a lot of sloppier colors in Photoshop, and kind of just been doing little things like that. I still use Photoshop for just general image editing. Like whenever I have scans, I will draw in Photoshop and use that to edit the scans, because I think it has slightly better tools for just preparing artwork for scanning. So that's the main reason why I'm still sticking with Photoshop overall is, well, I'm just doing stuff with it. I know how to image edit in Photoshop, and Flipsio Paint's not as good as I'd like for it to be for editing scans. Like, it'll export it as a multiple book file, and I feel like that's overkill for what I just want to do, and that's just open up my PDFs and individual images and just edit it, and edit the pieces that I want to edit for the day, because usually the way I scan my artwork is I'll scan entire sketchbooks into a PDF, and that PDF becomes me. That PDF is my big like storage thing. I use it to stash my entire sketchbook in the thing, and then I can type in the date or the time that I did this sketchbook, and usually I'm able to kind of just rock that. And that's basically how I've done the stuff. It's probably more inefficient. I feel like it's probably more inefficient than just scanning them as individual pictures. But no, I can't do that. Yeah, it's probably more inconvenient than sketching them as pictures, but I like the PDF format overall, because that's all we think. Good. Then much better. Blends in the background a little bit more. And that's basically just how that goes. Call you sig or signature or sign. That works as well. Good enough. So let's actually get to painting, I guess, this character here. I'll call you Centipede. Cent. Yeah, this is getting larger and larger. I've only recently begun merging these layers, but this file is gigantic. I wonder if I could find out exactly how big this file is if I look into it. Let's see. Like help, version information, file associations. Blah. Or I could like look into my actual file things and kind of just look at that. Because let's see. This file is 1.75 gigabytes, so that's chunky, I'd say. Plus, I'm saving multiple versions of these files, so, you know, it's a whole huge thing. So I'm doing my best to kind of just do have some leeway to go back. All right, let's actually just get started then. I've been procrastinating for too long, so let's just do this. Oh yeah, and face cam. Hello. Alright, here I am. So I need to get back to what I was actually doing here. What have I really been doing today? I've been doing not much. I've been writing. I'll say that much. I had a remotely successful day writing the manual, the Black Mask, and writing down the basic controls and all that cool stuff, just the basic AV controls. I do need to, it's only in a notebook though, so I still need to write the draft in type form. That should take me 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't understand my own typing. I am liking the fact that I am just going back into this using my paper notebooks, because it makes the ideas flow faster. It makes the writing flow more, because you're not going in this ongoing cycle of delete a sentence, then re-add the new sentence. So it's been getting me to not be as insanely perfection heavy as I probably would be, especially when it comes to blog writing. I take forever to write blogs, and it's actually half the reason why I don't update my website as often as I want to, because I'm a slow screen text blog writer, typer. And I like physical typing, but more to like type stuff, delete stuff, re-edit stuff, that sort of thing. I am very slow at that, and it's actually hindered the progress of making my the rest of the tutorial for Inside the Game Store, because there's actually a whole second half to that tutorial. If you haven't heard of it, I made a basic tutorial on Inside the Game Store. Now let's make you a highlight this time. There we are. We'll do a highlight. Probably. That looks good. I'm not gonna be insanely precious about this. I just pushed myself to maybe push this down. That should be good. So yeah, back to talking about blogs and things like that. So I do still have a bunch of Inside the Game Store blog stuff that I haven't gotten around to posting, as it's mostly the coloring phase, because I have the information set up that repeats a lot of information in the pages, and I was in the process of editing out the more redundant stuff of editing the pages, where you have like repeating steps in the process. And also, I think I've been missing half my screenshots. The images that had the coloring screenshots got corrupted, and it's been a bit of a pain in the ass to find them. It also doesn't help that Imgur is doing some cleanup thing with their image hosting stuff, and which means most of my stored images are impossible, or I can't access my stored images because they're basically just gone. Well, they're not gone, but they're impossible to access, as Imgur made them impossible to access. So I've been a little tilted with that, but I guess that just goes to show that I need to be better at stashing my images on my computer. You want to know what's funny? I just realized that I haven't backed up any of my art files in, I think, months. Like, I have my hard drive, and it's actually really flawed. It's a Western Digital Passport, and I believe it's a 2 gigabyte passport, or 2 terabyte passport, and it's pretty unreliable. Like this little string here is really crappy, and it makes it so it just doesn't connect very well. Like, it can't, like, whenever it's slightly bent, like when the thing's slightly bent around, it can't connect to the computer at all, and it's the most annoying crap. And I think next time I buy a new hard drive, I'm not going to buy another Western Digital stuff, because this is the second Western Digital hard drive I bought, and it's just been nothing but crap to me. I probably will just buy another SanDisk, because so far it hasn't failed me yet. I still have a few of my USB drives. I mean, that's alright. It's not perfect, but I'll live with USB drives over constantly dealing with how crappy my Western Digital drive has been. Yeah. Again, I'm supposed to not emphasize the detail of this background character too hard, because this character is supposed to be in the background, and one easy thing that can happen, well, this is not a positive thing, but an easy thing to happen is that you'll end up noodling around in heavy detail on a close-up of a background character, and you'll end up flattening your entire image because you have images with just so much detail and not the right detail that's leading your eyes. Like, I could probably argue that this character is actually not detailed enough because most of the, like, there's a lot of shading that I could do some more. Like, this doesn't have a highlight, and I need to do that. Get more highlighter there. That's gonna take away from her look, so I need to take some time to color her. Alright. Okay. And, you know, while I'm here, fine. This is where the inside of the spokes go in, or not the spokes, but the horns. And I didn't overthink the horns too hard. They're pretty simple. They're lines. And I do sometimes worry that I've kind of crutched myself when it comes to just rendering horns. Like, I feel like I've kind of sometimes feel like I half-ass my horns because I fall into bad habits. And it extends to my animal art too. Like, whenever I'm drawing goat characters or sheep characters, I will really simplify how horns look. And on one hand, no one's complained about it, but on the other hand, when you're rendering and lighting it, it tends to just make it look a little crappy, personally. Okay. Yeah, this top part's also supposed to be like a corner end of this. Yeah, like if I was rendering this normally, this would be much more. This would at least have a line to just indicate that there's a segment. I totally could do that, actually. It wouldn't be much. Like, I did it for this character. It could come back to it. Got a lot of stuff from It's Martha, baby. I've only played Marvel vs. Capcom 3 once. It was a really short time, only in like Galloping Ghost. Yeah. Okay. I'm not very good at fighting games, I'll say that much. I think I just picked Spider-Man and that was it. Picked Spider-Man, and I think Spider-Man and Zero, and that was about it. I forget who the third one I chose. I'll assume like Wolverine or something. That's usually how it goes. I don't even know like which ones are legit good, so don't ask me for any, I don't know, pro fight game tips, because I am SOL. I would leave you SOL with that. I have no clue how that works. I admire Street Fighter 6 from a distance, but that's fighting games were inaccessible for me unless I find an old console or something, or figure out a way to get my Switch Mini or Switch Lite to connect to other controllers for them. That's the one sucky thing about having a Switch Lite, is that your controllers do not connect with other Switches. And it's actually been making me a little frustrated over this console every now and then. Or at least it's starting to show my personal frustrations with the Switch. And it's got me to actually start looking at other handheld consoles like retro emulator machines and things like that. So I've been looking around. They're fairly expensive though, so I probably won't get a emulator machine anytime super soon, because it's an emulator machine. Like, of course I start with the tits because I'm a dude. Of course I start. Okay, what was it? But I have found some good budget machines. Like, I forget the name of it. AM something. The Ambernick. Purple T64 gigabyte thing. Okay, the Ambernick RG35XX. And now that's been recommended to me by friends, so it's a nice $50 console, though that's looking pretty good overall, so I'll consider it. This needs more shading than anything else. Yeah, I'll keep it. Review outs. I could shine this up. Put this, make it shinier. There we are. Dead. How much do I give a crap about Deadpool? And I just realized I've actually never read a Deadpool comic. Everything I know about Deadpool is I've through osmosis from, people posting comic pages online, or, well, the movie, and I guess cartoon clips, and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But I've never really stuck around, read a Deadpool comic. Not even picked up a trade or anything. I really need to make myself better at working with strokes. Give this way too many strokes for what I need. This is actually an incorrect sketch here. Oh, the coffee pot's on. That just reminds me that there's a bunch of coffee posts that I've actually completely missed out on. Like, I have a June sketchbook that I still haven't posted. And honestly, kinda just doesn't matter. I'll post it whenever. Yeah, I never have any idea what the hell to do with the coffee page. Because the coffee page is mostly a personal art page and less a page for Black Mask or anything like that. It's mostly just my personal, if you like my art, want to support me, that kind of thing. And I mean, it's pretty alright. I got a few people that kind of just drop in, but other than that, I never know what the hell to do with that coffee page. It's also half the reason why I don't have a Patreon, because I don't know what the hell to do for a Patreon. I don't have anything that I can upload every month to justify all that. Whatever. That'll work. Push lower. Up to indigo. That should work. What else have I been doing lately? Let's see. Read a book of Death by David Draper. I think I mentioned it last week. I mean, it's okay. It's gone out of the Assyrian times, wherever they're called. Like, it's in the medieval times now, so it's actually talking about, I'd say, the beginnings of religion being more into the financial matters of countries as opposed to individual people and kings pardoning debts and things like that, and using war spoils and slavery as, I guess, money or monetary gain and things like that. It's weird. History is kind of bizarre. And a lot of history is kind of just one of those things where you kind of gotta get yourself comfortable with the fact that everything sucked back then. And there's little recourse you can really do other than kind of just realize, oh hey, humanity's better now, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, also it's a slightly boring audiobook. Like, I listen to it whenever I'm waiting for the bus trips with the students at work. And that's kind of just been a way to kind of just keep the time going. Pass the time, make sure I'm able to not fall asleep on these things. Crank this higher. That's more than enough. This could be erased. I think I've gotten used to the fact that this paint just turns into transparency, like it's sloppier strokes. And I think either I've gotten so used to it enough that I'm now letting it pass, or I'm so sick of working on this that I'm just letting whatever ride. But yeah, overall it's looking decent, kinda. Oh, my back. I played the original Haunted Castle, and it's like playing Castlevania in water. Same with Contra. Like, you try playing the arcade versions of Contra, and I guess in this case Haunted Castle. It's absolutely not the NES original, because I don't know if it's more time to test it or anything like that, but yeah, these arcade versions of it just really suck. And yeah, they got it done. Now it's a quarter muncher, I suppose. But it is interesting to kind of just see the origins of a lot of iconic Castlevania tracks, like Heart of Fire's in this game, and the Julius Belmont theme. What are we working on today? Just knocking out this demon. Hey Birdo, how's it going? And basically just getting the finishing touches on just shading this character, and hopefully I can be done with it. There's still a few details, like I want to add more sprinkles and stuff to these donuts. A lot of donuts need some sprinkles, probably some more accessories. But other than that, I am pushing hard to get this done ASAP, because I want it done, and it's been on my mind forever, so let's just get this done and do what I can. It's still saving. Tell me you didn't crash. Oh shit. You actually crashed. Okay. Let's get rid of some memory fogs, because I think this actually crashed. Oh, fuck. I hope nothing got corrupted. Well then, I think I lost some progress on some shading here. Well then, today is certainly a happy night. Frick. Alright, I'm gonna need to take a drink to process the fact that I just lost progress on the character. I've lost, what, the past 30 minutes? Yep, I lost the past 40 minutes. Okay. This will go slightly faster, because I know what the lighting needs to look like. Luckily, I haven't been coloring anything significantly important other than just the character. Let's see, this project has currently 175 gigabytes, so it's pretty huge, even with a lot of layers flattened. That's some fun shit. I'm certainly real happy to get this done. So you know what? Let's just start caveman style. Yep. Sentient shade. Yep. I have lost a lot of progress. But I'll live with it. I'll make this. I'll recover. And deal with this. Because sometimes that's how it be. You're dealing with technology. And you will eat shit with a lot of stuff. I don't know if you were here earlier, Berto, but I was having a hell of a time getting this stream started because my internet connection is just becoming dookie. I'm dealing with, I guess, farmland internet, plus my brother's also online, I guess. You know, a lot of people are still online, so that's kind of just how that be. I don't even know if that even affects anything, but that's how it goes. And looky there, I didn't start with the titties this time. See, I can keep it in my pants. His head's supposed to be large, so keep that there, keep this here. That should be good. Oh yeah, internet connection is going to hell, I'd say. Luckily, I mean, it seems to be stabilizing. OBS is telling me that I'm doing alright. Only have a 1 second delay here, and 8,658 dropped frames. I don't even know how much that affects anything. CPU's at 16%, and I guess the movie's running at 20 FPS. Yeah, well, I'm recording this, so you'll probably have a better quality video on my YouTube channel where I just edit the crap out of everything that sucks about it. But lately, things have actually been just as awful with the YouTube editing, because for some reason, and I still can't figure out why, it doesn't record all the frames. Like, it drops frames in the recording, and it's been driving me batty. I'm trying to figure out why the hell it does, because whenever I'm scrubbing it or whenever it renders, it'll go, this media is missing a frame, and I'm like, this is a recording, it shouldn't be missing a frame, but for some reason it misses frame. I even know what's up. I look at it, I look it up online, but the DaVinci Resolve community is tiny. Like, it's a video editor, but not many people use it for editing as much as most other programs here. Alright, still going in, that's good. Round this face just a bit more. That's good. Good. So yeah, eventually the Resolve community is kind of not around, so kind of have no choice but to stick with my guns, or just go back to After Effects and Premiere, which I would like to not, if I can get away with that. If I can live my life without After Effects and a Premiere, I'd be happy. I've been able to do that for this past year. I've been happier, though I won't want to be sad again just because the programs aren't working right. Dark. Yeah, so. Yeah, this looks good. It's kind of funny. I end up pushing this more indigo, and sometimes it's a crutch, but indigo is an overall just good shadow color to use, because basically if it's yellow light, and most light outside is pretty yellow, like we have a yellow sun, so most light will end up being remotely bluish, purplish. So that's kind of just how that goes. Alright. Pushy purple. That should be solid. Push this darker. Because once again, we're trying to make this betterer in tiny ways. Alright. Nearly gotcha. It's weird. I keep wanting to use the bigger brush, but then I want to use a smaller brush to knock down the rendering just a smidge. Like, it's not precise enough to use the tip as well. Like, I've tried getting it to be more tippy, but it ends up losing itself due to the opacity, which is fine for what I need it to do. But sometimes I wonder, how is it that I can't get the technology to work like an actual brush, where, you know, I tilt my pen just enough so that the brush will be sharpened to the point. Let's save, because this is gonna suck. Please do not crash. Don't crash. Yeah, hitting a point with this illustration where things are just going to crash. I've actually never used this, or at least any program, enough that it's actually gotten it crashing, other than a video editing program. Actually, no. I use Flash, and I do remember times in college where I would get a lot of frames of animation, and it was enough to get Flash to crash on my machine. So, you know, you spend time working on animation, like another like 30 frames, because I'm still a fucking bitch mode baby animator, and you will save, and it will go for maybe like a minute to, you know, get itself to save on the Mac and not shit itself. And it should be, it ends up decent. Like, I end up doing this without losing too much work, so I'm pretty happy with that. But there have been moments where I end up realizing, oh, I've kind of missed out. I've had a near miss with saving. Like, my friend ended up like getting some crappy moments where he didn't save, where he did save but ended up just crashing and corrupting the file. and he lost a bunch of renders for his 3D software. And speaking of 3D software, I don't think anyone's using 3ds Max these days. I'm pretty confident that nobody's really using 3ds Max for anything serious. I think most people just go into Maya. Most people are either just Maya or, on the internet's case, just using Blender because Blender is free and just as good. Plus, there's a shit ton of people who use Blender. So, I mean, it's difficult to argue against using Blender at this point because basically there's so much resources. You know, you got all the donut tutorials and all that stuff. And there's so many communities, so many plugins, so much stuff that, you know, it's actually getting harder and harder for me to excuse myself not learning Blender at this point. Because I could just learn it. Yeah, I wonder why I don't want to learn Blender. Is it because of the change that it would take me? I'm so bothered by the potential of change and the worry that I won't be a 2D animator anymore, even though that's absolutely false. Like, I can't. Like, even when I learned pixel art, I didn't even stick with it enough to not abandon drawing. In fact, I'd say I still stuck with drawing to the point where I've actually been neglecting working on more pixel art. And that'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I've been neglecting pixel art overall because I still just prefer drawing on paper. And 3D is no exception. It's still not drawing. I hear 3D sculpting is actually overall better if you're an artist who's more experienced with drawing than modeling. And I might give that a chance. I haven't truly sculpted. I made one attempt to learn Mudbox, one attempt to learn ZBrush, and I own Nomad Sculpt on my iPad, and I do nothing with it. I basically just blew $20 to have a frickin' space taker upper in my iPad. Control S. I think it's probably just a brain issue that's just stopping me from sticking with learning a new program, because one, I'm still just struggling to tackle the current projects I'm doing. Like, you know, I'm still doing pixel art, but it's more game development rated than just casual pixel art. And overall, it's yeah, am I really tired? I don't even think I'll be able to finish this illustration in stream. I think I might just have to put the accessories off stream. Though I still can record the video, it's not like I have to stream it all. I've been so used to just working on on stream that I might as well. Okay. Just do this way. That'll work. It still bothers me that it takes me so long to render my artwork. Spears, like this. Right. Then it'll be flatter. Points. Then there'd be a little ridge there. Ridge there. Oh, look. Pretty alright. Okay. I don't like the I like the coloring of that. Make it darken just a wee bit more. Grab the finger, pick with this. That looks fine. So that will make you a highlight. Push you brighter. And well, I know why I'm doing it to you, because it's there, and I kind of shouldn't be just rendering so much if it's just there and I don't even know why I'm truly rendering, other than it's right there to render, honestly. Sheet shine. I can't blend. That'll work. Need a sheet shine. City shine. That should work. Again, the light's supposed to be from up in. So, up in. Oh, so light's here. Touch that up. Up in. One stroke. Don't go nuts, Ryan. It's one stroke and that's more than enough. A little larger. Here I am scrubbing. Because why the heck not? I'm scrubbing. I think at this point I'm just using my wrist to render, because kind of just got myself back in this dumb habit of not using my arm to render, and more not using the entirety of my arm. Beats in my head. Actually, I've been handling this highlight a little bit better because it's not overwhelming compared to the last one I had, but still a decent color that it still conveys that it's shiny. And I think the fact that the shading's also there as well does help this much more. Oh, God. I woke up at 4 in the morning today to do work, so I'll admit I'm a little tired. Coffee's running out for me. Coffee's running out, plus I am sort of working on kind of monotonous piece. Let's be real. Art can be monotonous sometimes, and that's usually just how that goes. That's part of the job. But when you're working while tired, that can make doing art in general, especially when you're working a job and you badly want to be an artist. And you can't really be an artist without putting in the work, of course, but the work is overall tough to manage because basically you are fighting for every ounce of free time. And like, I'm still in a profoundly privileged situation because I'm single without kids or anything like that, so I don't need to worry about that kind of thing. Well, meanwhile, Birdo, my commission client, he's got a wife and kid, so he's not as free to pursue his big ambitions as much as I can. So, I mean, I should count my fortunes, or at least acknowledge the reality of the situation. That's better. Acknowledge the reality, not just count my fortunes. Like, counting my fortunes, I think that's too spiritual. And I think one thing that I need to remember is more of just the mindful reality of it all. I don't practice mindfulness at all, and a lot of that just ends up causing me to feel like shit frequently because I keep constantly just thinking about shit. Okay, that's more than enough. Okay, that looks okay. I think I rendered this kind of garbage. Kinda, sorta. One thing that I still don't do enough of is creature design. I don't take enough time to kind of just look at things without putting them on two legs. It's always gonna be like vaguely human shaped, and it's kind of weird because I think I used to just draw monsters. Like, I love looking at RPG manuals and monster manuals and things like that, and I fell out of just doing that because life got in my way. Plus, interest sort of shifted closer and closer to furries because I think, on the inside, I felt more encouraged to post furries due to Twitter, and I'm realizing now that I've probably been wasting my time doing that. I feel like I've kind of just gimped my artistic growth for likes, and I need to not do that. I mean, on the other hand, I do just like making Black Mass lore stuff personally, just because I like thinking about the Black Mass lore stuff overall, and most of Black Mass lore is, you know, the world of where those anthropomorphic animals live. So, you know, I'm constantly just thinking of character designs, despite needing more than just character designs to sell a world. Like, and that's why I'm trying to just force myself to write every day for 30 minutes, because that'll at least make myself productive and actually push myself towards getting a narrative done. And not just a narrative, but just getting productive work done, as opposed to just noodling in my sketchbook and not doing that much significant stuff with it. It's heckin' easy to kind of just get yourself in a infinite loop of just, oh, I like making art and I want to be a big artist, yet I don't really do much stuff to make, I don't really use my skills to be marketable. And I could easily just take a glance at a portfolio and kind of just find out, okay, how can I be marketable? I can easily do that, couldn't I? And because, you know, I'm probably content, or not content, but maybe content's the right word, because it's comfortable. No, complacent would be the better word. I'm complacent at my job because it's paying me enough to tolerate being there, but it's not getting me through the bills that I'm more into just justifying. I'm more into just justifying my payment than anything else. Shine that. I'll put it at the cheeks, and that's about it. I may like the teeth, like have the widest part of the teeth there. No one's gonna see it, but I will. And then just put a, just select the original flat and put a simple, that's not the flats. Now let's put in the, basic mouth shade here. Push darker. Yeah, that'll work. Could be darker. That's fine. Push the donut just a wee bit more back. Oh, I shade on the wrong thing. And limo with some paint over it. That should be good. Bingo. Light without being completely murdered. This'll work. Or just not shade all together. Oh. Oh, I've been painting on this. Fantastic. Yeah, let's just save a whole nother instance. Fuck the universe. Another drink. That's what happens when you're drawing while tired. End up making weird mistakes that, they're not really mistakes. They'll make it hard, tougher and tougher to do things in the future. Oh. Oh. Well, good to change the donut flavors to something slightly different. But the toothpicks kind of work, because five, 6 to come. So I don't know. Yeah, everything else kind of just becomes rote and similar. You know, you shade under where the lighting is. That's where it goes. Shade this donut. Becomes more donut shaded. Ooh, I'm definitely getting super tired. So far, so good with you. Get the shine of the tail going here. This is supposed to be part of her tail. I've kind of just struggled to convey the wrappingness of this tail, which is fine. Supposed to be a background element overall. Yeah. Something a wee bit lighter. Okay. I'm really checking out on this. Wow. Like, crank this higher. Make this with my, okay. Put this higher light. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I still haven't seen Shang-Chi yet, and I thought it was gonna be as crap as Iron Fist. But I hear it's alright. I might give it a look whenever I get the spare time. I know the actor's apparently in a bunch of stupid stock image stuff, which is pretty funny. To step up from his original career. That's pretty funny for him. That, like, once he got big, he ended up, like, people ended up fighting his stock career, his stock image career, as the token Asian. Ah, wow. But I mean, you know, proud of him. Doing stuff. Making things happen. I'll put another thing in the overpainting section. because I simply don't care enough. This falls off. Falls off. Another fall off. Ball brush. Just had the details of the stuff breaking up. No problemo. Save you. Press this forward. Excuse me. I just don't care. Let's try something else. Music is kind of just bringing down my vibe. What can I listen to right now? None of the kind of just keep me awake. Made of metal choices? Yeah. I want to at least have a chill stream. Yeah. Yeah. This'll work. Alright, let's tighten this character up just a bit more. Lighter and lighter. Maybe I built this pinker. something. More of a round spear. It like pushes just a bit past. Use a soft brush now, just blend this out. I'm in true ponder mode. I'm not really thinking much else but just working on this. Push a little bit of uneven tilt to you. That's looking better. Get this as shiny as possible. White as the last resort. Let's see if I can't get a little rim light there. Yeah, got a bit more shading here. Skip. Got it. Yeah. And then we'll just use the white light to indicate where brightest parts are. See, again, I'm going to use white and you use an off-white for these basic colors, so you'll have an opportunity to just get the shiniest aspect of these colors down. This will work. One down, one to go. Yeah, this is like painting with, I guess, white paint. It still has a little bit of clear transparency, so it's not a complete washout just yet. Yeah. Probably could push this down lower. Save. It rubbed my eyes a little. Now, looking at this character, I realized that she doesn't even have eye shine. Like, she doesn't, but these two do. So, gotta add that in ASAP. Because she's the only one there with pupils, so I gotta adjust that. You know, I don't know why I don't just color these lines, like paint over these lines. I think I'm just still so married to my line art that I just can't. And it's weird because I have painted without line art before. Hell, I've even done it traditionally. I think I'm just still so married to it that I just can't get rid of it just yet. I'm losing track of how it's supposed to look. There's the connect, maybe. I am over-rendering this. It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible that I'm over-rendering. Still so much sketch overall. Can I screen you? I can. Struggling to make sure I have the right plane. While having the right shine. I need to just leave this alone. I may just get rid of this stuff. It feels just so not necessary. So these little lines I'll keep. Yeah. So a wee bit of highlights kind of just get these characters looking half decent. First century schizoid man. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Nice way to listen to my save of tracks without getting into stupid copyright crap. Pretty sick. Century schizoid man. Wow. 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 Ugh. Can't get any wider than this. Okay. One here. Just for and the dot. I think all that's left is to, oh yeah, white lights for this lady. Layers. White lights. Ooh-ah. Yeah, I'm just low on energy today because it's just blah. I think I'm just so close to just being done with this that I just can't really keep up with doing more. Yeah. Go is white AF. Here's the absolute shine. Oh yeah. Let's at least get the sword shines going as well. Alright, gonna change this color to something that's bushy, lighter. Yeah. Now, what's this? I'll have to erase you. Yes, sir, I'm feeling the burnout. Ugh. Are allowed to play Busted on Twitch? No, I don't. Wait. I think I might be able to. But it's one of those things where I'm actually not 100% sure. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. If we get copyright hit, I'll live with it. see if I can find Bustin'. Alright. Let's freaking go. Alright. So the last bit of accessory stuff to get done here. That's a little pattern here. Better. Man, baby. Ow, ow. Let me sleep in your bed. Let me tell you something. Sleeping makes me feel good. I ain't afraid of no sleep. I ain't afraid of no bed. Freaky ghost bed. Wow. Wow.
She
Wow. Okay. All right.
Scusi, rabbit boopy, kick balls. Look, what are you doing? Speaking Italian. Rabbit boopy, baby boopy, rabbit rabbit.
Okay. Okay. I don't remember where this is, so I'm just gonna stick up here. Yeah. There's still so much left to do. I really want to go to sleep. I think I've just realized I've been getting just older and more unathletic because I'm sleeping so early in the day. This'll work. Ugh. Nearly done. In fact, I'm practically done. I just need sprinkles. Sprinkles on most of these donuts. Need like some last minute things done. I think I'm just gonna wrap for now. Wrap this for tonight. It was a shorter stream, I guess, compared to the previous few streams for this. And yeah, I think I don't know if I'll like come back to this stream just yet. Because again, there's still donuts to do. Just add some more sprinkles, just a tiny bit more detail.
And now, our feature presentation.
There's a wee bit more detail I can add. Could add some texture grid to this though. Let's import my frickin' basic bitch boy texture here. Actually no, I want it to be my imports as a texture. That's what there you are. The freaking default boy texture. Almost got it. All the way to the front, bitches. Smaller.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. Number 5. Number 5.
Give it a slight blur.
Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5.
Convert this to an image.
Number 5.
Rasterize.
Number 5.
It'll become one giant fucking texture.
Number 5.
Then I'll just give a slight blur so it's not super obvious. I cannot see any differences. But let's freaking multiply you. Push it down just a wee bit. So far, so good. Looks slightly more gritty. If you zoomed in, it looks pretty decent. But then again, probably doesn't matter. Maybe the blur was a bad idea. faster. Doop. Slightly better. You can see at least the paper texture. Save them their separate, boy. Alright. I think I've padded my time a little bit. I think I'll just wrap for now. So I'll be streaming something different next week. Probably work on some pixel art, actually. Work on some black mask stuff. Currently working a little bit on this bridge. That's what I've been doing for the past few weeks, and I just tackling that. Probably need to readjust the maybe this probably just use the line art to this to you're completely black, aren't you? Oh boy, what's happening here? What's wrong here? So, get rid of all of that. See if I can add the outline inside. Yeah, this will work. And then push this more. But that's probably a sample of what I'm intending on working on with this bridge. So I could like work on the pillar just a bit more, but that's a tiny bit of what I'm planning on with the pixel art next week. So I'm probably gonna work on the bear animation. Other than that, I'm just gonna wrap the stream for now. Oh yeah, thanks for stopping by the stream tonight. I've been awake too long, so I'm gonna wrap the stream, send this whip to Birdo, and I should be done for the most part. Anywho, thanks for stopping by. And you know what? Let's see if someone's rateable. Let's see, Twitch, raid. Who's streaming? Who's streaming right now? No VIP, I don't want to do a fucking watch party. No one else is streaming. Alrighty. That's fine. Anyway, I'm just gonna wrap for now. I will see you all next time. Have a good night.